Wake up, everybody. Welcome back to TJ Warren TV. Welcome back to episode 121 of the American Idiot Show. Jez, you were here for number 1. Now we're on 121. What? That's unbelievable. Welcome back, our returning champion, Jez, from Jez is Arsenal, formerly known as Arsenal, the History and More, formerly known as, I bet that was his only original name. Jez, how you doing, man? You good?
I'm good, mate. Yeah. Still annoyed about last Sunday, but we've apparently got bigger fish to fry, according to all these big channels that were there gassing it up. And I was questioning, well, why are you here? Because you said the League Cup was below us. So what are you doing here? But yeah, it is what it is.
No, we're going to talk about all of that. We're going to talk about how all of a sudden that cup wasn't important, which I completely disagree. I'm with you, Jez. And we're going to, we could here on this channel, we've shifted a little bit. We name and shame here. We're on the name and shame game now. I am not here to be nice. I am here to say, hey, if you are going to ruin the club, at least I'm going to call you out for ruining the club. I've gotten a little bit more X-rated with my my cuck chair references, but we're gonna save. We'll probably save those for later in the show. But Dow, Taryn, how are you guys doing, man?
I am good, man. Thank you for having me. The American Idiots mixed with some British royalty. I'm here for it.
Yeah, no, we got that. No, this is the OG crew right here. This is the OG crew, and obviously, big up Carl Rossi in the chat, Benito in the chat as well. Everybody, smash the likes, smash the subs. We're on the road to 2K, and nice. Guess what? I mean, I'm still pissed, guys. I thought I woke up this morning, and I was like, I feel the. As good as I have in a week since Sunday. I've been walking through walls. My wife's like, what's wrong with you? And I'm like, I'm still pissed off from Sunday. She's like, it's a game. Get over it. You have 3 more chances. I'm like, you don't understand. You know the drill. I see. But then again, I log on YouTube and Arsenal fans are like, meh, we got the league anyway. I'm like, oh, okay. Are you sure? Because I'm a little less sure than I was on Sunday before that game started. So that's where I want to kind of start the show right now is how is everybody feeling? I obviously want to talk about the Arsenal players staying home for international break and the YouTube, the fan reaction to that, about how that was the fucking end of the world for some reason. I'm sure we're going to have some disagreements on that, just like me and Taryn disagreeing on starting Kepa or not. Taryn, I'm never going to forget that as long as I live. So let's start with the reaction to this Sunday. Dal, how you obviously you and me, Dal, we talked about this already, but Taryn, given one of the worst personnel decisions, let's just go ahead and say in hindsight, how are you feeling? What was your reaction to that game? And then we're going to get Jez's reaction as well.
Well, the Kepa thing, I knew he would do it. That's why I didn't have a problem with it. I knew he would. That's just the Arteta. If we can figure him out, other coaches, other managers can figure him out. That was the main thing, right? But the game itself, like we've been disappointed on the day. I think everyone on the panel here predicted us to go ahead and win it and start the Arteta winning chapter. It did not happen. This is one of the cups that I predicted us to win going into the season. So I was right there, ready to, give Arteta a chance, to give him some credit. But all the credit is lost because there is a way to lose a final. That wasn't it. We did not go down swinging. There was a pattern of play where we needed a goal. I don't remember if we were 1-0 down or 2-0 down at that point. And Kepa, our goalkeeper, had the ball in our box for about 45 seconds at his feet. And there was no movement, stagnation at its finest. And I'm like, this right here, this performance, not to overlap the leagues, it's a final and to carry over into a Premier League format. But that type of a performance is the reason why last week, the show before that, I'm saying I still don't think the league is as clear-cut as people think because of these performances. We've seen us play well in the Premier League all season. Well, we've seen us play good in the Champions League, be shit in the Premier League, right? But now it seems like the Premier League form spilled over to the FA Cup against Manfield, and it carried over into the first leg against Leverkusen, and it spilled over into this Carabao Cup final. And now we have 7 games to save our season. And if if 2 weeks ago was bump time, but these 7 games that we have remaining, this is asshole glued shut, and we knows what pressure, what will happen to this team or can happen to this team based on historical performances. But the final, I'm gutted, bro. It was right there, right? It was 0-0 at halftime, 45 minutes between them and the trophy, and it seems like Real Madrid slapped up Man City midweek, and City turned around and said, "Hey, you know what? We'll take it out on Arsenal at the weekend," and that's what they did. They bit slapped us. They went up a gear in the second half, and we couldn't match them for whatever reason. We could not keep up with them. And the distinction was just so clear.
Yeah, no, I completely agree. And I said on the match reaction when I was my head was absolutely hot and steam was coming out of my fucking ears that's not just on Arteta. And Arteta needs to take a healthy bit of the blame for that. But the players and the way that they represented this club was absolutely embarrassing. Horrible first touches all around. Trossard pretending like looking like he hadn't played the fucking sport before. Same with Zubamendi. Like it was just one of those things where it was a nightmare scenario for me. But Jez, I've been wanting to get your take on this for a while. I've been buried in work, so I haven't even seen any YouTube content. So give me your thoughts, unfiltered. Go off, man. Floor is yours.
I was so looking forward to it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I got a ticket, made the journey 2.25 hours. Parked 3 miles out from the stadium.
I had no idea that you went. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I mean, look, guys. I actually thought we'd win.
Yeah,
seriously, you know, I thought we would win, and I thought this is an ideal time for us to get our third League Cup title. That's how I felt about it, and yeah, I was excited. Got in the stadium, it was all buzzy, and you know, it was great sitting next to people never met before in my life, having a good conversation. And I thought, yeah, here we go. First 20 minutes, I thought it was going to go out much I thought it would go. Typical cup final, both teams going toe to toe, and it's like we switched off. I thought, oh, what's happening here? What? It was Man City just coming. And then half time came, and I was chatting to people around me, and there's a elderly couple behind me, older than me. I mean, I'm old, but they're older than me. And this lady, right? I reckon she's got to be knocking 70 odd. And I swear down, guys. I learned some new swear words off her. She was not a happy bunny. And I turned around to her and I said, you're not really happy about this. She said, this Arteta guy, this, yeah, blah, 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 blah. And I went, oh, wow. Anyway, you know, second half came out and we just didn't turn up. And I don't think actually... You know, I've had this debate on Monday night. I don't think Raya in goal would have made any difference.
I think it would have gotten us farther for a little bit longer, but it would have just stayed off the inevitable. I agree.
Yeah. I mean, the thing is with Kepa, and I've always criticised him for this, like his ball distribution is shit.
Right.
It's awful. And I don't have any confidence with him. You know, this is typical what Wenger did when you remember the 2011 at Birmingham City.
Yep.
Well, I should say from our Canadian friend, Bristol City. Bristol City. But
our Canadian friend.
You know what I'm saying? But it was an absolute shit show. You know, I sat there thinking, what exactly are we doing? I mean, Saka should have been taken off before half time. Mm-hmm. Did absolutely nothing. It was like, why did he play Zubamendi? I'd have played Norgard. Perfect game for him. Yeah. The goalkeeper debate we've just had, I don't think it made any difference at all. But all round. It was just that second half. I just didn't know what happened. I didn't get it. And I was like, what is, and people around me were saying, what's going on? What's going on? You know, what's happening? What's Trossard doing? You know, Havertz, what was he doing? Nothing. It was just an embarrassment, it really was, you know. And when you know, I spent £100 on a ticket, probably cost 30 quid to get there, got ripped off the fucking programme, right? Yeah. You know what I mean? And then, yeah, five odd quid for a tin of Coca-Cola, right? Yeah, it's bullshit, man. Absolute bullshit. Give me my money back, Arsenal.
Yeah, come on now. I no. Well said, man. And look, like, Dal, a lot of what we were talking about during the immediate match reaction, man. And look, like, you could blame. I'm blaming the players. I'm blaming Arteta. Like, Pep came out. He saw us doing what we normally do, trying to play it out the back, and he shut that down right away. Advances forward. Like, it wasn't even a press. Like, to talk a little ball. I mean, it wasn't even it was just like, okay, we're gonna stand between your back line in the midfield, and you have to make the play. You have to make the pass. You have to decide whether or not you're gonna risk getting the ball to our midfielders or Holland or whoever. I forget. Dude, I'm so furious. I'm forgetting who was playing on the left. Semenyo or fucking whoever was playing on the left.
Doku was on the left. Holland was up front. Semenyo was on the right.
Anyone right? Yeah, like you're gonna have to play up through them, and they were just they were dog shit at it. I mean, passing around the back for, you know, a minute straight at one point where they just had no ideas and they couldn't send it long because you got Victor Gyökeres up there who can't turn on a ball without, you know, needing a fucking anchor to do it. I have no idea why. Anyway, I'm not going to get on Gyökeres yet, but man, talk to me. Like, look, like, it just was that we were figured out from second one. It felt like.
Right. The big thing that I noticed about playing out the back is that we were going too wide to the sides. Normally, as you guys know, watching us on the weekends, when we play out the back, Zubamendi comes up to the box, right? Yep. Zubamendi didn't do that, right? So there was no turn in the middle. There was no possession in the central part of the pitch, right? So they isolated Zubamendi where he couldn't move up without getting pressure from Holland. So we had to move the ball out wide, which was added pressure from the wings. Right, that just went back to Kepa, you know, back to Saliba, back to Kepa, back to Gabriel, and the time wasting, and this is why we've seen this over and over. You can play out the back against certain teams. You can press certain teams. I've said this before, and I think I said it with our friend Tony Claude's show. Why would we press West Ham? Like, why are we pressing, you know, Wolves? Why are we pressing Burnley, and then not having that energy for the counterattack when we don't have the ball, right? We're pressing these teams because that's like obviously the tactic, right? And I get that to a point. But it's like when that ball becomes available, we're out of position, number one. We don't have the energy in our strike force, number two. And number three is that it's not guaranteed a mistake. So if we make a mistake in pressing, the ball gets passed around us. But my point being is that West Ham is not going to go tiki-taka through our midfield. Burnley's not going to play tiki-taka through our midfield. Man City aren't necessarily going to do that either because they'll move the ball up wide and get it to their wingers, and they're going to attack centrally with Holland running behind the defender. If all four of us can figure that out, why can't this manager? And shout out to my boy Taryn up there in the corner. This is why I want him out even if we win anything. This is the next 5 years of shit. If we win it this time, there's going to be an asterisk because, we play crap football. We have a number 9 named Owen Goals, right? And also,
don't let the rival narratives take it.
Yeah, no, the rival. They're right, exactly. But the rival narratives will have somewhat of some leverage, right? And now we're hearing about City's 60-point deduction, right? So that's another asterisk on it as well. So if that really goes through, if that's bullshit, but if it's not bullshit and that's really true. There's another asterisk on our title-winning achievements. Number one, we don't play good football, which we all can kind of agree on to a point. And number two is that if City do get the 60-point deduction, that's another asterisk on it, right? So there's we aren't winning it cleanly. And that's my biggest problem I have with it. Yeah, we're 9 points up now. And I think that we do have two hands on the trophy, but it's the question if we're going to lift it or not, right? Because we're for once finally really not chasing the points, right? We're the ones in the driver's seat now. But what we've seen the last 3 or 4 seasons is us always chasing and chasing and chasing. But now that the roles reversed, I still think we got two hands on it, guys. I'm not going to say, oh, yeah, it's clean and done. But in all reality, we've got to win 4, and we can afford maybe a draw at City, right? Depending on how the rest of the fixtures turn out. I don't think we're going to beat City at Etihad. To me, that has 1-1 written all over it, or maybe 1-0.
I think we draw too. I think we draw.
I don't think we beat them on their ground. I think what we witnessed Sunday was not only the capitulation from us mentally, but the aggressiveness the City are going to go on for. And I think they know that they've got to be a little bit extra. They've got to be a little bit extra, right, to get to what they want to be, to where do they want to be, right? So, with that said, with the lineup, I didn't want to see Havertz in there. I didn't realize Eze was injured, even though I figured out now Eze's apparently out for 6 weeks, is what I read.
Yep.
And Kepa, I don't think it was such a big deal, but I'm like we talked about, TJ. I'm tired of the fucking Arsenal emotion. Oh, but he's played all the cups. I don't care. Put your best 11 out there. Put your best 11, right? Did Kepa really change everything that Jez was talking about and Taryn, what we saw in the second half and after 30 minutes of that game? Not really. What Kepa did was waste time, bad ball distribution, and he made 2 mistakes, right? Yep. So, it's hard to say. We can sit here and say, oh, yeah, if Raya was there, that would have happened. That's not necessarily true. Whatever he told them at halftime was completely different than the football we've been playing, even though it hasn't been the free-flowing Arsenal that we want to see. And I'll say this again, guys. We used to be a striker-centric club. Alan Smith, Ian Wright, Adebayor, Thierry Henry, Robin Van Persie. And now we've got Gyökeres running around chasing non-service balls to just recover something out of bad play out of the midfield. And like Carl saying, the fact that Dauman didn't get a single nanosecond's crazy. So now we built this kid up just to basically say, oh, yeah, you're decent when we're playing Everton at home. Right? It's like, give this kid a shot. And I agree with what Jez was saying. Saka should have been off at halftime. And I don't even know if Dauman would have saved anything. But at least the attacking impetus would have been there more. Because the attacking impetus came on when fucking Calafiori came on. Let's be honest. But Jesus hit the post. Yay, it's still not in the goal. It's still not in the back of the net.
We were done by that point anyway, and the only reason and I'm not going to latch on to the Kepa versus Raya because eventually, like I said at the top of the show, I think eventually the way that we were playing would have sold us eventually. But the Kepa mistake, as soon as the Kepa mistake happened, I messaged in the American Idiots chat. I said it's done, it's over. We're not scoring. That midfield is fucking diabolical. That should have had an R rating on that fucking game. I'm going to be so honest. Like with some of the touching I was seeing, oh boy, maybe NC-17 if we're being completely honest. Kai Havertz, holy shit. If this is what we have to look forward to in the 10 with Eze out, oh my days. And I can't believe I'm saying this, but hopefully Odegaard's back. Like that's versus Kai Havertz. Are you fucking serious after that performance? At least Odegaard can trap a ball. Well, what the hell was that? That was the worst game I've seen. And we've seen some stinkers from Kai Havertz where he goes and hides, He didn't hide. He should have hid. I would have rather him not touch the fucking ball. Same with Trossard, same with Zubamendi. Awful. Right. You can say what you want. You can say what you want about Bukayo Saka, but he could at least fucking dribble. And he was awful too. The only people that can walk away from that game with any sort of like, oh, okay, I played well, was fucking Saliba, and that was it. That was it. Even Declan Rice played terribly. Like it was a whole shit show, in my opinion. And we don't have to use this entire show to talk about the game because I think we dug that body up and shot it and then buried it again, dug it up and then shot it again. But how does this inform the rest of the season is my thing. And now you see in the chat all these players going off on international duty. Some of them didn't go. and some people were getting outraged, but some of these players are injured. Some of them are tired. Some of them did go on international duty and got injured. Apparently, Madueke just came off with
no kidding.
and is under concussion protocol. And so this is where I think like there could be some debate here, and people might disagree with me. All right, so I want to open this up, and I want to see what the chat says, and I want Taryn to be like, TJ, you're an idiot. I want Jez to be like, TJ, you're an idiot. Or you could say, TJ, you're a fucking genius, and you definitely deserve this YouTube platform.
I think it's the former.
It's probably going to be the former. But I'm going to be honest with you. I don't give a fuck that any of these players stood back. I don't care. All these people were like, oh, they're ducking international break because they need a break. They're not actually injured. I don't care. I want Arsenal to win trophies. And if that is the way that these players feel that they will be confident for the run-in, I'm going to be honest with you. This is one of the most meaningless international breaks for half of our players, because half of our players aren't on the fringe. The reason why Madueke went is because he's on the fringe to make the England team for the World Cup. All these other players aren't. Gabriel, he's going to be in Brazil. Saliba, he's going to be playing for France.
Martinelli's in Brazil.
Martinelli is going to be playing for Brazil. Like, it's not like this is not a question for a lot of these players. Victor Gyökeres, he goes and scores 3 goals against Ukraine. He didn't need to go, but he went, right? But some of these players that hung back, and everybody's like, "Oh, it's an embarrassment." I honestly, like, they're not ducking the World Cup.
Right.
This is the most useless international break of all time, in my opinion, because they're going to have 2 warm-up games in the United States before the freaking thing kicks off. So, like, yeah. So, Taryn, tell me I'm an idiot. Go ahead.
No, see, Arsenal, we find ourselves in an unfortunate situation where we're like, our first 20, maybe even 21 of our players are internationals, right? They're internationals, and they're on big money at the club, and they're gonna play a lot of football. I can get it, the dark horse, but some of these guys we know weren't going anyway. Like Gabriel, he learned his lesson the hard way. The last international break when he got injured in the meaningless friendly at the Emirates,
exactly,
right? Mainstay, and that was part of the. Why didn't we learn then? Because the injuries to him, add a chain effect. The international breaks, they're kind of pointless at this point. But I get it. Coaches have to do what they have to do in the World Cup year to solidify their squad, right? I get it. But take it back to Arsenal for a second, and the chat was talking about.
So Eileen called me an idiot. I didn't know it was the play-ins for Sweden. He scored 3 goals, so good for him. Big him up. Good for Gyökeres. Good for him.
Yeah,
good for Sweden.
Just about to get and these players, the Swedish Federation isn't paying him $240K a week. Arsenal Football Club is. Same thing for Trust. The Belgian Federation didn't give you a bumper contract. We need you to perform. You are Martinelli. You are meant to be the starting left winger for Brazil. You have 1 Premier League goal. 1. We're in match week 32. Well, for us, we played 31 Premier League games. 50. I think we played the most games in all counts. I think we've closed to.
Martinelli has 1 Premier League goal.
1. Yeah.
What happened to Redemption Song, Dow? What happened to Redemption Song?
Yeah. So without Eze, who's everyone's been telling us been trash, Martinelli, our starting left winger on 180K, would be goalless in the Premier League. Right? That's where we are. Now, I said 7 games to save our season, because 4 more wins and we could be Premier League champions if one of those 4 wins includes one at the Etihad, which I don't think will happen. Right? I put practical numbers to it to keep myself on the ground. Man City they can beat us at Wembley, they can beat us in Manchester, which I think they will. That's a 6-point gap. Manchester City can beat Crystal Palace in a game of football. Yes, it can happen. That's their game in hand. All of a sudden, it's a 3-point gap. Now, I don't trust Arteta with a 3-point lead with 15 points to play for. I'm sorry. I just don't.
Mm-hmm.
That's the reality that could be our reality. We don't kick another Premier League ball until April 11th, I think. Yeah. So we have a Champions League fixture and an FA Cup fixture. Now we have to make sure that we advance in the FA Cup mixture, because I'm not filled with confidence. I don't believe we have 2 hands on it. I believe if it gets to that point where it's 3 for 15, we can be caught.
Yeah. No, I completely agree. I'm to the point, and then I want to hear Jez's thoughts on it. I'm to the point where you get a result at Man City, it's ours. You get a result, right? Because I'm going to be honest with you guys. up until that Arsenal match, Man City, yeah, you could tell that they're retooling, and they look like they're retooling until Arsenal did them a fucking favor, and they didn't look like they were retooling. They looked like a well-oiled machine. But Jez, some of the fan base is celebrating too early. I think we're gonna win it, but where are you at right now?
Yeah, it's valid points there, mate. Valid points. Look, we haven't been to the Etihad and beaten Man City since 2016, 2017, something like that.
Yeah.
It's a big ask. It's a big ask. I personally think we're going to lose there. I do. I don't think this team's got the mentality. I agree. I think we will win it. I think we'll scrape it. But we've only got to get a draw, get a loss, and we're in deep shit. Because Man City, they always do it this time of year.
Mm-hmm.
Right? They'll go for a weak spot, and all of a sudden they'll kick on. And from what I saw at that game on Sunday, they're in. Yeah, he will. He'll play. Yeah, he will. AFC.
Yeah, AFC always is spot on.
For fuck's sake, guys! Right, it's a cup final, and he was playing for a draw.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
That's a cup final. Does he not realise you have to win in a cup final?
but Jez, Pep is good at penalties. Remember?
Yeah, I remember when he
He's good at
conceded.
penalties, Jez.
I remember when he conceded 11 against Crystal Palace before we finally won. Sorry.
But come on. It's. I don't look. I know we are at the moment 9 points clear, right? But that could quite quickly come down to 3 points, quite easily, and the pressure is on. And I have to say that loss to Man City in another cup final, will that affect the mentality, the winning? Declan Rice has said it. Will this affect the winning mentality? And so I don't know, man. It's a tricky one.
Mm-hmm.
But there's a question that was asked me by Eileen James about an old school player.
Hold on. Jez, could you name drop an old school underrated Arsenal player that did not reach his full potential?
How many do you want?
Not known to many fans. How many do you want?
3 hour show a day.
Always comes to my foremind of a player. He joined Arsenal in 1969. We bought him Hibernian, a guy called Peter Marinello, and I think we paid 600,000 or something like that. It was a lot of money back then. No, I'm lying. No, it wasn't that much.
60 grand.
Yeah, I think it's 60 grand. Yeah, I'm lying. And he was made out by the press to be the next George Best.
Big shoes to fill.
Unfortunately for him, he never stood a chance because he never hit the ground running. He was very quickly getting bullied by the press, and within 3 years he was gone. He was great in Scotland, but he never made it in Division 1. So that's probably one of the most predominant ones that I can tell you as an old school one. I can also tell you about Shamak, Wenger purchase, absolutely.
Hey, Jez, can I throw our Chauvin in there as well?
Oh, Chauvin was a bit in and out, wasn't he?
Yeah, he had his moments.
Bad.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say he was terrible.
Right.
Lord Bentner, another one.
He's got yellow boots on.
Martin Hayes, David Bentley. I mean, I could go on and on and on, to be honest with you.
Remember when we bought Nicolas Pepe and he was supposed to be like the next big fucking thing?
Gervinho, Jez.
Gervinho.
Yeah, Gervinho. Yeah, exactly.
Alexander Webb.
we could have a whole show about that.
Yeah, we should.
I'll be Dal.
Tune in.
Dal sent me. Dal. That's funny you say this, Carl. Dal sent me a clip of Abu Dhabi this morning. He was a baller, man. He was supposed to be the next Vieira, and just didn't happen.
He played the 3 games that he played that one season. He was phenomenal.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, Jack Wilshere too. Yeah, exactly, Jez. We could easily do a 2-hour show and name the players.
Strap in, Dal. That's what we're doing now. No, I'm just kidding. Go ahead.
Okay, yeah, set it up. Episode 122. So, Jez, looking ahead, do you see us getting to the FA Cup final?
I bloody well hope so. It's my favourite cup. And I've had people say to me, "You keep saying it's your favourite cup. Why? What about Champions League?" Well, we've never won the bloody Champions League.
All right.
We've been to one final in Arsenal's history. We got the semi-final and got absolutely taken apart last year. I don't see anything being any different, to be honest with you. I think we just don't have the ability with players out now to get over the line. So I'm reliant on the FA Cup and the league now. And
right.
I did say, if he doesn't win the Champions League, right, and a domestic cup, he's got to go. Now, the funny thing is, right, this is what makes me laugh. Yeah, I was watching a channel last night. Nice guy, and I'm not going to call him out. It wasn't him, it was his chat. Going on about, oh, Jez, you keep saying that he's got to go if he don't do this or don't do that. And I said, yeah, I stand by it. I said, he's been here now 6.5 years and not won the Premier League. And this fella he's a flip-flop, was basically saying, well, he's been here 6 years and he hasn't won the Premier League. There's lots of managers who've done that. I said, name them. Name me any Premier League manager of a top flight club that has been a club for 6 years and not won the Premier League and they haven't been sacked. And he kept deflecting the question. He kept deflecting it. I said, tell me who it is. Because like Alex Ferguson did it in his 3rd year, right? Klopp did it in his 4th year, right? Mourinho did it in his 1st year, yeah. And I can name a name, right? Ranieri did it in his 1st year, right?
Arne Slot.
Arne Slot.
Did it in his 1st year.
Oh God!
Where is your argument? Because this clown has been here six years and what 3.
Hey, Jez, let me ask you a quick question. Sorry to interrupt. Who was the manager that won it for Blackburn in 1995? Was it 95? Alex Shearer and
that was 95. That was 95.
Who was the manager in 95 that won it for Blackburn?
I can't remember, mate.
I can't remember either.
I know the name.
I gotta look it up now.
I know the name.
But the thing is, these people will not admit. They would not admit that.
Dalglish, that's it.
Dalglish, Kenny Dalglish. Oh my God, how did I not remember that?
They'll always admit. They won't admit this manager is shit. I said, well, if he hasn't won this trophy this season, he has to be fired. He's got to go. The argument I was trying to make is there's no other Premier manager that has managed a top flight club in the Premier League that hasn't won the Premier League in their tenureship within 6 years. That has been sacked.
Yeah. I don't think anybody's saying Arteta's shit. I just think everybody expects a certain standard. I mean, you don't lose 4 games all season and be shit, but you can definitely be underachieving. I think I'm not going to get into the bait here.
Yeah,
okay, we've been
Sure,
totally
yeah.
fine. And let me call this out real quick. Big O Carl Rossi for the super chat. He says payment for Arsenal therapy. Man, I'm gonna need more. I'm gonna need some alcohol therapy. I'm gonna need some physical, some mental therapy after this season if we do not fucking win it. I'm telling you right now, we're sitting 9 points clear. Okay, yes, I can also add. Correct. Yes. Sorry. Go ahead, Taryn.
No, I'll tell you how he's shit, right? This is how he's shit. If we had lost 4 games on the bounce this season, you think we'll still be in a title race?
The thing is, Karen, right? These people come out with these comments. Oh, we're 9 points clear. Ooh.
Then it'll be 6, Jez. Then it'll be 3. Then it will be we're still top. Then it'll be we'll win it next year.
I think these people would rather. Oh my
This
god.
is 24 trophies now since he's been our manager. 24 trophies he's capitulated in.
He's
Right.
won 1 out of 24 opportunities. Facts, Jez.
But this is what I'm saying when I said
Okay, these guys are saying he's shit. I'm just saying he's mediocre.
What
and he
I
needs
will
to go.
say
We
is,
don't win anything.
if it was us who lost 4 games in a row in the Premier League season, we would be nowhere near Man City. The title would be done. They would have been planning their parade. Man City has been in horrid form, and yet they are right the fuck there. Could be 3 points when we play them.
Another comment. This is the same bullshit every fucking time.
Where you gonna get in?
Big up the chat, everybody. By the way,
Yeah.
It's the same script. It's the same
Who are
script.
you getting in? How about you, Sakalaka Boom Boom? Tell me who you getting. You tell me. I can tell you, but you tell me.
Hansi Flick.
Oh god.
I want Hansi Flick when he gets when people at Barcelona get tired of him, because they will
Jurgen Klopp
eventually.
is my vote. Jurgen Klopp or Luis Enrique. If you're going to spend 15 million on the manager, you can get in someone.
I don't
bigger
think
for
Jurgen Klopp is ever going to come back.
The ones have only started watching Arsenal since Arteta.
Yeah.
You can always tell this. It's Arteta. They're so sexual about Arsenal. Seriously, man. They've been in Arsenal club around a long time, boys. Yeah, and we've had far better managers that have done everything. No, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
He wins us one trophy. They're going to build him a statue outside the Emirates. Watch.
And that's
He
my
wins us
thing.
one. He wins us one UCL, right? No, I'm gonna say this real quick. He wins us one UCL or one Prem. They're gonna build him a fucking statue, and there's no statue for George Graham. There's no statue for other managers that have won us just as much. There's no statue for that. There's no statue for them. But he wins once. The cult of personality is gonna get the fucking concrete out. They probably have the concrete at the Emirates already, waiting. I'm telling you, man. And social media doesn't help either, which is why some of these kids are getting their brain mushed. But that's just what it is. It is what it is.
Comments, man. Seriously, I mean, the young Gooners said a manager can't be shit if he made a semi-final of the UCL with no striker. Did he fucking win it?
A manager who won a UCL without a striker. We can name a few. How about fucking Pep Guardiola a few years ago? He won it without one.
Did he
So
win?
what are we talking about? He got to a UCL final. No, I'm sorry. He got to a UCL final without a striker, and he won the fucking Prem that year. What are we talking about? Oh my god.
Look, these people that make these comments, right? They accept failure, right? And this is a crucial point right here, right now. People that accept failure, none of us have ever accepted failure in our lives, in our jobs, in our love lives, whatever, right? You move on and you do better and you go again, right? These people will accept failure all their life and they will never achieve fuck all. Simple as, because that is their lifeline. Oh, well, I don't mind coming second. I don't mind coming third. And it's fucking pathetic, man. Have owners and actually have an object of actually achieving in life.
Yeah.
Because
I'm only coming second in the bedroom, people. That's all I'm saying.
Oh boy. Well, there's two comments here. Suck a boom boom or whatever the hell. Oh, they're not going to come. Move on. Like who that? Like you know this? Like you're the football intellectual guy that knows this, and young Gunner Flick's highlight in the Prem wouldn't work. Really? It worked against Newcastle. Not to say that Newcastle or anything. Like, are you just this expert analysis that Jez or Taryn or TJ myself don't know? Do you have the inside track on which managers, Saka Laka or whatever the hell your name is, to say, oh, no, he won't come? Like, are you like the integral genius of Prem football before Jez, who's been watching this for almost 50 years? Is that what you're telling us? Like, you know it, but we don't? I've been following this club 30 years. You probably weren't even born yet. Young Gunner, name says it all.
You know what?
You're just trying to deflect.
Welcome
Flick's highline in the Prem won't work. Okay, give me an analysis of how highlines in the Prem don't work. It works for Guardiola. It worked for Mancini.
Worked for Klopp.
Worked for Klopp. So if you're such a technical analyst, young Gunner, please explain to us, like we're first graders, of how the highline doesn't work. I want to hear your technical analysis.
On Sunday, Guardiola 4 up front, absolutely dominated the midfield, dominated our defence, and basically took us apart.
Yeah,
because the highline wouldn't work in the Prem, and we literally just saw one work.
And we do a highline ourselves. Arteta's tactic, highline. So what you come in here?
We play more possession than highline. We play more possession.
And then you come off like you're some expert. If you're such an expert, why don't you go to Sky Sports and go give your analysis on Talk Sport with James Cundy and Jamie O'Hara or somebody, Jason Cundy?
They let
I just tired of these guys saying, "Oh, this you can't. We won't have Flick. We can't have that. Move on. That's not going to work." You don't know dick about what you're talking about.
Here's
sorry,
the thing.
I mean, I just like with these people in the chat. Sometimes it's like they want to throw out these like obtuse questions out of nowhere, right? And say, "Oh, well, we won't get him. We won't get him." Just like we couldn't get Carlo Ancelotti when we got Arteta. Right? Why couldn't we get Carlo Ancelotti? Oh, because he went to Everton? Like, what are we talking about here?
He's a troll, mate. He's a troll.
No, and that's exactly what you're giving them what they want, Dal. You're giving them what they want.
Fair enough.
Let's go ahead and welcome to American Idiots, episode 121, where we attack the chat. And I'm going to be honest with you. Sometimes the chat needs a good old humbling. Okay, so you're going to keep on doing it.
Educated in what you're talking about Premier League football. Calling yourself Young Gunner says it all. Been following this club for almost 30 years. Jez for almost 50. Taryn for probably close to 30 some years. TJ for 12 years. What are we talking about?
Yeah.
You notice that they always make a case to win everything but the trophy.
He
managed in the semi-final.
Their opinions are steeped in fact.
They won my heart and mind. That's all that matters.
Yeah. It's the 400 and something days at the top of the Premier League, the calendar year, top of the since this, the since that. It's everything except the trophy with these people. That's why I just don't. I can't. I just can't. Yeah. And if Wenger can do a double on this guy's head 2 years into the job, I don't want to hear excuses for it.
You ask young Gunner who Sir Alex managed before he went to Man United, he probably wouldn't even know. So it's okay. Yeah, the greatest manager. He won in 2 leagues. Believe that? I can't believe that. I can't believe it.
With Aberdeen, Des would know a lot about that.
With fucking Aberdeen of all teams, Aberdeen. Okay, 2-team league, Aberdeen. Okay, well, I don't know if Hearts. I don't remember if Hearts were good back then. But anyway, all I'm saying is look. What we're asking the chat is to say, okay, like you're asking us who we would replace him with. Who would you replace him with? Like come with suggestions. That's what I always say to my team. It's like you have a problem, like my team at work, right? You have a problem. You can come to me. You can come and bitch to me. You can say, you know what? Oh my God, I have all these issues. Blah 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 blah. Come to me. That's fine. What do you want to do about it? Mm-hmm. What can we do about it? Come with some suggestions, right?
Right.
And look, at the end of the day, we're talking football, and there really is no consequence. I highly doubt Mikel Arteta is sitting in his fucking villa in Spain right now, being like, "Oh my God, I'm going to tune into TJ Warren TV." Like, no, they're not fucking listening. Yeah. But what we can do is talk in an educated manner about the
Omar,
direction of
right?
this football league. So yeah. Oh, big up Omar every single time. Big up Omar for the raid, my fucking guy. Go and subscribe to Omar Talks Football 96. I like the new tag, my guy. I like the new tag. Big up Omar Talks Football every single time. You can catch him over there with that fraud Will on Football Carnage TV, aka Football Larnage TV. Hold that Will. Anyway,
let me
keep
say
going,
one thing real quick. One thing real quick, and we'll jump over to Jazz or Taryn, and we can
yeah. No, we can keep talking about.
Chris seems to know what he's talking about, right? And for me, it's almost for me, Chris. It's like certain points. If we only pull this off, and I've said this again on Taryn's show, if we only pull this league out by 1 or 2 points, I know it sounds crazy. I'm gonna slap myself. I want them gone. When we're up 8 points, 9 points, 10 points, 4 points, 9 points, up and down throughout the season, I don't believe this manager next season will get it done. And I don't want to go through the same crap with this manager for the 26-27 season, and we end up 5th by December, and then we make a change. Right, Chris? You see where I'm going with this? I get it. Yeah, he wins it. We lift the trophy. We have a couple brewskis, and we party like it's 1999 for a couple weeks. And then we look at the next season. And that's when you shake his hand, Chris. You give him his check. You say, thank you very much. It's taken 6 years to get here. You've only won it by 1 point, let's say, for example. I want him gone. If he doesn't win this by 6, 7, 8, 9 points, and I was on our friend Taryn's show, and I gave him, Taryn, a 3-point buffer. I said, if he wins it by 3 points or less, I want him gone. And I know that sounds kind of crazy. And I said that to you too, TJ. I know that sounds crazy to some, but I want him gone because I don't want to sit here following this club for almost 27 years for another season to roll by, and then we're 5th in December, and then let's say ownership decides to make a change. Because I do believe a lot of these players have bought into the system. I believe, obviously, Odegaard, Rice, 4 or 5 other players have bought into the system.
Mm-hmm.
And it's young Gunner. It's not like he wins the league. That's my point.
I'll be right back.
It's not like he's doing something strategic to win the league. If he was doing that, then why where was the strategy Sunday in the fucking final? Right? If it's Arteta winning it, right? Why couldn't we do the same thing on Sunday? And that's my point. And the style doesn't look better in the first 10 games next season. See, Chris, that's where I disagree. Why wait? Why say thank you? You won it for us. Here's your bonus check. Here's a handshake. Just, it's time to turn the page. Mm-hmm. Because I just feel like we're going to have another 4, 5, 6 years of crap that we've been through. Mm. That's where I stand.
That's my worry, Dal. Right? Look, I don't hate Arteta. I don't hate anyone. I've never met the man. Right? I've no ambition to meet him. Right? I haven't got time or want to ever know the guy. Yeah, my opinion is quite simple. Right, 58 years this year was my first game of watching Arsenal at Highbury. Yeah, I've seen a lot of managers come, a lot of managers go.
Right.
And I've seen a lot of better managers than this guy. My worry is this. The reason I want him gone, even if he wins the league, it's not enough. It's not enough. With all the money he has spent, all the time he's had, it's not enough. And the argument about other managers not wanting to come to Arsenal, won't come to Arsenal, is bullshit. You pay the money, you pay Enrique, right, 15 million fucking quid a year, he'll come to Arsenal. I promise you.
Facts.
Mm-hmm. He will come. Simeone, you pay him 15 million a year, he will come, right? I reckon even if you went up to Pep Guardiola and said, come to Arsenal, yeah, because these players need to change of voice now.
Agreed.
I honestly think they're fucked off for listening to this twat, right? It's not a hate thing, right? I just don't think he's good enough. And if he wins the league and the league only, not enough. And if Arsenal have actually got any bollocks about them, and I'll say this, and I'll say my second point, and I'll shut up, right? If Arsenal win the Premier League and nothing else, then he needs to piss off. because at the end of the day, what I don't want to see is him getting another 3-year contract, and we're going to have to sit here and watch the same shit again for another 3 years, because that's what will happen. He is not good enough. He's an amateur at the job, right? He gets schooled every time by the master, Pep Guardiola. And it showed it again on Sunday. I'll leave it there.
Yeah,
He's 1 for 23 out of cups. Sorry to interrupt. Go ahead, Taryn. Right. He's 1 of 23 in cups. He's won 1 out of 23 attempts. That's sackable by any standard.
No other club would have done it.
Fact.
Football club would have ever done this.
One of the things is we can tie it all together with the football and why Dal is, because like Dal, we've had this conversation many times. I say first they call you crazy, then they understand our people. Dal is not saying winning the Premier League by 1 point or goal difference is not valid. He is talking about from the position we were in. 9 points clear with the potential to go 11, 12, 13 points clear. From that position to winning it by goal difference or just stumbling across the line is. And here's the main point that I want to make, right? Had we taken advantage of those opportunities in those games to go clear and kill off the league, we would wrap up the Premier League by match week 32, 33. Then we will see you already have the Premier League. Now, can you play better football? Because now you've won the trophy. Why are you have the handbrakes on? And if we wrap the Premier League up early and then for the remaining 5 games, you're still playing the same shit, then we know it's not a matter of you don't want to. It's a matter you can't do it. Then the club has a decision to make. Do we want to? There's a price to play for ugly football, and it's a Premier League trophy, right? The club would have a decision to make next year. Do we want to go through another year, 2-3 years of this, like Jess says?
No.
And I don't think we can retain the Premier League title next year playing this way. That's my biggest concern.
Agreed.
And we as fans can celebrate all summer long, but the club have to make a decision. We've won the Premier League. Now we must retain it because Wenger never did this. We're trying to keep it here. I don't think we could playing the same brand of football. So even if I don't agree with that position, I understand why people want him gone if we stumble across the line. Because it's like a preview for what's to come next year. Because next year, City are going to be better. Liverpool are going to be better. Dare I say Man United might be there. In a 4-horse race, do you trust them? I don't.
Big up my guy, Latvian Gunnar, as well. Big up the guy, my guy, Latvian Gunnar for the raid. You know what, Latvian Gunnar, you're getting modded for the raid, bro. What an absolute fucking legend this guy is, man. No, go ahead, Dal. Go ahead. You're gonna say something?
Oh, Jez was gonna say something.
No, go ahead, Jez.
I think this is what makes me laugh, right? People, I think they get a bit confused at times. Christopher's wall, big up Christopher. I actually disagree with the point that the players aren't playing for the Look at the work our attackers do defensively. Right, okay. Let's have a look at that point, shall we? Do you remember when we had the likes of Omri, Anelka, to name but 2, Pires? Yeah. Tell me at what point did they play defensively? When were they tracking back defensively? They didn't have to because we had a fabulous midfield and we had a fantastic defence. And that's the thing. We haven't got a fantastic midfield and we've got a pretty damn good defence when all the players are fit. Mm-hmm. That can lead on to other things about that. Why have we got injuries all the time? Right? I don't remember in the back of the days before the Invincibles and afterwards where we had all types of injuries. I don't get it. We didn't have to bring Omri, Pires, all that lot back into defence because we didn't need to. They could sit there waiting, right? And the midfield would either deal with it. And I'll shut up on this one. We actually had players back in them days that could actually pass a bloody ball.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They could pass it and control it and move it on. I don't know if I don't know if any of these guys actually watched the fucking game on Sunday. But what I saw at Wembley, right?
Shit show.
Havertz cannot control a ball. It's embarrassing, and the money he's on, he can't control the bloody football. I'm 64. I reckon I could control a ball better. Seriously, man.
Inside of the foot trap, Jess.
It was one of those things, and I'm not trying to dig up the fucking body and shoot it again, but might as well. Kai Havertz, I never want to see playing the 10 again, and that's why everybody was like, oh yeah, like that's why I brought up Martin Odegaard, and like if he's available, fucking play him. I don't want to see Kai Havertz in the 10 ever fucking again. And now all these people, by the way, I don't want to say I told you so, but I told you so. All these people are now crying out for Eberechi Eze, and now he's injured. So,
right.
Just want to say, all you people that were trashing Eze, I hate to say I told you so, but I told you so. Don't want to be an I told man merchant, but I told man. I told you.
Speak on it. Because the thing is, right, you should put some damn expectations on Odegaard. You're the captain and you're on 240K. We're not asking you to carry us.
If this guy comes out wearing the armband again, I'm going to be fucking
This is the
fuming.
thing, TJ. We're not asking him to carry us for a season. We need 4 games from you. 4. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can put 4 games together, bro. And you're going to have to, by default. Because Arteta, with his infinite wisdom, thought we were better off to win the Premier League with Ethan Nwaneri out the squad. Because if you thought we had a better chance to win it with him in the squad, you would have kept him. And if you had a part in this, shame on you. I know we give Bertha a lot of praise for bringing in Eze and Gyökeres and then Capier and all these massive. If he thought it was a good idea to loan out Ethan, because here's the thing. At the beginning of the season, Manchester City had a whole bunch of defenders to the point where they loaned a Kanji or someone to enter, only to find out, oh shit, our defense is shit. Then they have to pay someone 350K and go get Gehi. We don't operate that way. We don't course correct in the middle of the season, so we have to make shit work. So why would you weaken your squad in the title running? Like, who the fuck does that? It's counterintuitive,
right?
You know what I mean? So Odegaard, how dare we ask that you give us 4 good games?
Right, and the fact too, Taryn, you and I have talked about this before. Man City signing Semenyo, Man City signing Gehi. Where's our signings? We've been chasing Yildiz for almost 9 months, and then we come in the day before the window and try and pull Tonali from Newcastle.
Yeah,
I mean, what planet are some of these fans? I want to say, but what planet is Berta on it sometimes? You know, and I'm going to give Berta some shit. We're in a title run-in. And you see one of our rivals, so to speak, go make 2 very good signings, and we loan out our up-and-coming attacking midfielder.
I'm going to be.
This is part of the reason why I want him gone. It's not just
honest with you, Dal. I'm going to be so honest with you, Dal. We were never in for fucking Tonali or Yildiz.
Right. No. I think the conversation for Yildiz, I know he signed a new contract at Juve a couple months ago. I know that. Yeah. Right. But we were in for Yildiz. There was conversation about that. The Tonali thing, TJ, my point is we could have been after Tonali on January 2nd, and we could have played the transfer game for 2 or 3 weeks, and then maybe, just maybe, TJ, we could have thrown in 65 mil in the January window and got the player we wanted. But instead, we wait and wait and wait, like we typically do for top-level signings, and then we expect these clubs to just acquiesce to what we want, right? The manager made him, the agent of Tonali made him available, said he's looking for a move. And the fact of the matter is, it's not just has to be those 2 players, fellas, right? When you see the team that is basically, again, our rival making signings in January, and we need signings to push on, and you loan out the man. I mean, this is part of the reason why I want him gone. It's like I was saying, it's not just the point gap of winning the Prem. It's in addition to these mistakes. We should have been signing a couple players too. We should have had a big picture view, right? Doing the big picture of what the season is going to be like come May 24th, and say, oh, we lack in this area. We lack in this area. City are making moves. So do we.
Can I ask you? I'm going to ask all 3 of you a question. I'm going to ask all 3 of you a question, okay? Because there's a lot of exposition going on here, and I'm going to bring you guys back down to reality. Did you actually fucking believe in your heart of hearts we were going to get anybody in January?
Yes, I figured we'd at least get one. Oh my God,
Dal, I have oceanfront property in Arizona.
I get it, But one player, TJ, in January is not asking for a lot, especially when
I'm not saying that asking for it is the thing. I'm just saying you saw the makeup of this club and you saw Nwaneri go in the other direction. As soon as as soon as you saw him going, it was over. Nobody was coming in. So actually, and this is what's hilarious. You are giving the club credit when you give weight to those bullshit stories about being in for Tonali or being in for Yildiz. They were never serious.
I'm not saying we were in for Tonali, but we did officially make a play for him the day before the window closes.
I don't remember that,
and
man.
If we were serious about that, we would have at least done that in the first week of January.
He's going to be playing at Man United next season anyway.
But he ended up signing a contract at Juve. I do believe some of those players were linked to. TJ, let me ask you, do you think we're linked in some way, shape, or form to Kvaratskhelia?
No, of course not. Absolutely not. No, we're not.
Not in any way, shape, or form.
Nope.
Okay.
Nope. We're not serious enough. The one rumor mill that I will think is going to happen is Alvarez. That's it. The rest of it, I think, is horse shit. I'm going to be very honest.
We're going to pay $100 million for a player, but not 65 to 70 for a winger that we desperately need when we already have essentially three.
Kvaratskhelia is more expensive than that, and I agree with you, Acers. Yeah, it's all.
It's not paper talk. I get it, but the fact is, I still maintain my point that we could have done something in January to bring at least I'll say okay, one. I'll give you that, TJ. Two, probably out of the question. But my overreaching point, TJ, is this, and you guys, I think you know this, is that when you see the team in second making moves, I think you have to adjust to some of that, right? You have to be reactive to some of that. Say, instead of just sending out, a good prospect for whatever reason, let's move for someone else. 80, 90 million, probably so, Chris, right? You see, that's all my point is that you see others making moves. Why aren't we reactive to that?
Yeah,
and it just,
they will. So, and this is the way. One thing about Arsenal is that, and you guys can say I'm an idiot too. That'll be the second time this show. They are not swayed by the market. They do not let market influence their decisions. Otherwise, why would we go out and get fucking Kai Havertz and Madueke and Kepa? What we go out and get the players that we think are going to fit into the way that the manager wants to play football. And that's it. I talked about this on American Waffle the other day, and the panel actually agreed with me. We did not bring in Nani Madueke to score fucking goals or assist. We did not bring him in to do that. We brought him in because he's direct. And he doesn't necessarily have finishing skills either. Big up Mama Flossie, legend in the chat, everybody. Legendary. Sorry, I was just thinking about the game on the weekend. Sorry, Mama Flossie. No. Here's my point. You guys can say no, TJ, you're wrong. I don't think they brought in Madueke to be an offensive force. I think they brought him in because he's direct and he can get corners. I think he goes in there, he'll take the ball deep, pause, and he'll get the ball somewhere near the box. He'll either knock it off a defender for a corner, and then obviously you've seen how well we've done in corners, and then or put it into fucking Rosette or get a deflection.
The January transfer window for me, my thoughts going into the transfer window was to Berta. If there is sensible business to be done, by all means, go ahead and do it. I also believe that this squad was good enough. What you don't do is weaken it by letting Ethan go. That's what annoyed me. We're screaming out for Max in a FA Cup game to beat Mansfield. We're screaming out for a 16-year-old because people forget, because the end of the Everton game was filled with jubilation of Max scoring his first goal, that we were shit for 89 minutes and we were about to draw. We were about to draw that game, people. And let's be clear, 2 more draws and Man City are in this thing. We don't even need to lose game. Man City haven't lost a game since January 17th, the Manchester Derby. They haven't lost any. They have drawn to Spurs and they've drawn to Nottingham Forest. So it says fuck them. We can draw 2 games. 4 points dropped, it's right back in their hands. This is what I'm saying. And we are going into game and say, maybe we should deploy 2 10s. We don't have 2 10s. We loan them to Marseille.
Yeah. Anybody who's saying that is crazy in my opinion. And we said this on this show as soon as he got loaned out that it's a mistake, especially with the amount of how injury prone our midfield is. Like, how do you not put 2 and 2 together back in January? How do you not put 2 and 2 together? And I think, can I be honest with you? It's an Aubameyang style personality clash.
Mm-hmm.
I mean it. I don't think Arteta likes him. I'm going to be very honest with you. I don't think Arteta likes his attitude. I don't think he likes the way he plays. I think he doesn't necessarily fit the system that Arteta wants to play. And I don't necessarily agree with the way that Arteta wants to play. I think Ethan Nwaneri's a baller.
But TJ, I don't think Arteta loves Eze, but he loves that goal he scored against Leverkusen.
I think he likes Eze because Eze is eventually going to fit into the he's going to eventually fit Eze into the system, and he's going to make him into a system player. I don't think Nwaneri necessarily fits into the system.
See, but the thing is, Nwaneri is the one.
I don't like the system, by the way.
Nwaneri is the one who saved his ass last year, because last year, if you go back to last season, the game that everyone credits him to be this genius when he chopped Mikel Merino up front at Leicester to score the 2 goals. Go back and look at the lineup. Ethan Nwaneri was the man of the match for that game.
Yep. Agreed.
So in very limited minutes last year, this kid who was 18 years old played 883 minutes, I think, and proved that he belonged. Now, what do? We kick him out of the squad. And it's not like the minutes weren't there for him to be had. With the injuries to Odegaard this year and the mistrust that he had in Eze to begin with, Max has been injured for 3 months. There were minutes there, but because he mismanages the squad so poorly, this is what happens.
Yep.
Now we see Man City beat us in the final, making 1 sub, bring on Phil Foden. That means Reinders is fresh, Marmoush is fresh. He didn't touch pitch. Nico Gonzalez, who was deputizing Rodri all season, he is fresh. Now watch Pep unleash all these men when they're fit. When we are limping, we're picking up injuries at the wrong time.
True. What do you think, Jezza? You think we should have made a couple moves in January to solidify the squad a bit?
I never thought we would, mate. I never thought.
See, me and Jez. Yep.
Fair enough.
Agreed.
I think it was a big mistake letting him where he go out on loan. We could use him right now. But the thing is with Arteta, I don't think he likes having strikers. He's got rid of let's look at it. Aubameyang went, lack of threat went. Yeah, I mean all these strikers
Lack of threat
gone out the door because it's not Arteta's style of play. I don't think he likes having a striker in on the pitch, right? He never wanted Gyökeres. He wanted Sesko. And to me, that is not a great style of football, in my honest opinion. And that is where I have my concerns about him. And no, it's not hate. I just don't think he's a good manager. I don't think so. I think if you're going to play in top flight football, you have to play attacking football, and you have to have a striker, 1 or 2 strikers. So, I mean, Balogun, what happened to him? Great player, right? Young prospect for the future. Played a few games and then went out on loan and sold him. So, is this going to happen with Nwaneri? I wouldn't be at all surprised. And I'll tell you another one. It wouldn't at all surprise me. Down when he gets,
we cannot spoil that. We cannot spoil Dauman. We can't,
mate. Honestly, TJ.
I believe that he can. But if this guy drives Dauman into the ground, that's unforgivable.
Hear what he's gonna teach Dauman to do without the ball. You know, wait till he get those defensive hooks in Dauman. Say, forget what you can do going forward. Make sure that you track.
The kid is a $110. The kid is a $110, and he's gonna have him playing defensive football. Give me a fucking break. Yeah. Give me a fucking break, man. If he does this, like he can, it would be a crime against football, to be honest with you. And from purely from a player development standpoint, okay. Here's an interesting question. Who has Arteta made better?
Defensive players.
Defensive
Not
players.
one attacker has gotten better.
One.
They've either flattened out or they went that way. Like De Zerbi had Trossard scoring at Anfield. You know, Martinelli has one Premier League goal. Unai Emery had him balling. Aubameyang was a golden boot winner with creativity from Mkhitaryan and Iwobi and shit. Iwobi and Mkhitaryan, man scored 22 goals. right? The first full year under Arteta system, Aubameyang, a Golden Boot winner, the last 20 goal of season score we had, his goals were cut in half. Then he goes to Barcelona, plays half a season, scored 10 goals. You know what I mean? Like
hat trick against Real Madrid in his second game.
No attacking player takes that, and it's too many for us to ignore.
Yeah.
But I would give you may be a very good defensive coach, Arteta. Yes, we'll give you that. Saliba and Gabriel will walk into any team in the world right now, partly because of you. Great. Timber, Gem, you have done well. But we are on course to score 68 to 70 Premier League goals. Those are Leicester numbers. Leicester City scored 60 goals that year. We've scored 61 goals. We don't score a lot of goals because we have this tendency to do what we did at the GTEC Stadium versus Wolves, score one goal, sit back and invite pressure. We were damn near defending a 1-0 deficit in the final.
Arteta does not like strong-willed players. Fact. Right? He forced Aubameyang out. Let's remember what he did. Right? Wouldn't let him train with a squad and then sent him to a local leisure centre to train. That to me, that's a problem. That stinks to me. This man, I've always said he's a narcissist. He's arrogant. It's his way or the highway. You don't play what or do or go along with what he says, you're gone. You're finished. That could be why. And where he's gone out alone, maybe he said something he shouldn't have done. I don't know. Maybe. Who knows? But I'm trying to think of the name of a player. I can't think of his fucking name right now. Midfield player we had got sent off against Brighton. What was his name? He went out the door pretty damn quick.
Oh, Vieira?
Nah, not him.
Fabio, who's now ripping it up for Hamburg. These are the kinds of players that we're bringing in, by the way. Just saying.
Yeah. I mean, I'm sorry. I think the guys are terrible. Guendouzi, well done. Guendouzi, well done, mate. Yeah. Look what he's doing. Yeah. Having a great time.
He'll make the French squad.
You know what I mean? And this is what it is with this manager. He doesn't like anybody that will challenge him. And I get that to a point, but in a volatile sport that football is, you're going to get strong and weak characters. And he doesn't like strong characters coming up against him saying, no, I don't agree with this.
No, I agree.
Guendouzi went to Marseille and then got binned and went off to Lazio, I think. Isn't he at Lazio still?
I don't know.
So I think Guendouzi's got attitude problems, but Jez's point is well made. I don't I don't rate this guy either. I don't see what all the fandom is about Arteta. Arteta this, Arteta that. It's some of the football's boring. It's
very boring. And I'm going to be honest with you. I would accept boring football if we were winning all the time. But the draws, the amount of draws that we've had this season, the amount of just poor performances that are now starting to show their head. And, I talk about it on this channel over and over and over again. And I said it on Flawless's channel as well. I'll say it on every panel that asks me. Through the rest of the season, performances don't matter, but momentum does. And right now we have lost all momentum. And we are now suffering another injury crisis, potentially, because now we're going to be without Madueke, who's our most dynamic right winger. Sorry, Bukayo, but I'm going to be honest. If I see Bukayo Saka on the wing, I'm not going to be expecting too much. Play him centrally. I'd rather see. That being said, I'd rather see him in the 10 than fucking Kai Havertz, but that's a whole nother story. But my whole thing is that we have now lost our most direct winger, and it's looking long, to be honest with you. I'm glad that we have Southampton first, because hopefully we can get some momentum off of that and get a win away in Southampton. And then Bournemouth at home. And Bournemouth at home, I'm telling you right now, that is the most important game of the season. That is it, because that will inform the rest of the year. If we drop points against Bournemouth, guys, I'm turning this channel where it's going to be a Kansas City Royals fan channel. We're pivoting to baseball because we're gonna do it again. I'm sorry, like I hate to be that guy, but I mean, you know, I'm with you. And Jez, you made a really, really good point that I want to expand on a little bit. And I thought about it, and then I forgot about it, and then you brought it up. The players, I agree that the players, we're saying on one side of our mouth that the players aren't listening to him anymore, but out of the other side of our mouth that we're playing that the players are weak mentally, right? I think it's both, to be honest with you. And we need somebody. We need a little bit of a catalyst. We need a little bit of a fucking wild card in this team, and we don't have one. We have a bunch of freaking goody two shoes. Oh, I'm showing up. I'm just happy to be a part of the Arsenal family. Aubameyang was that, but he always had that wild, like, John Bones Jones. I'm gonna go out and fucking party, and I got this Lamborghini and all this shit. Like, he had personality, right? I don't see a ton of personality in this squad, to be honest with you. And I think the personality is Arteta's. That's it. And that's why everybody loves him so much, is because Arteta is the personality, not the players. There's no, I don't know. There's no flavor. Does that make sense? Especially this season. I think 22-23, cooking. But now it's just like, no, sit back. Hopefully we get a corner. Get Gabriel up there.
I think Declan Rice has got a bit of something about him.
Yeah.
A while back, there was that after that game. I can't remember the game it was now, and you can see him under his breath. He's going every fucking week.
Yeah. That was the Brentford game when we
he wants to win. Don't get me wrong, but I mean, I'm talking about guys that, like, I don't know, just like I don't want to say like a bad boy, freaking like Wild Thing from Major League kind of guy, but like just the catalyst in the locker room that's going to say, you know what, this isn't fucking enough now. You know what I mean? Like this is not enough, and we need to go out there and do it. And I think Declan Rice, if anybody is going to do it, it is going to be Declan Rice. I agree, but I just think we're just vanilla.
Yeah.
The thing for me, right? Like, no one in the world, no one can convince me that Jurgen Klopp is a bad manager. They can't. Right?
Who's trying to convince you of that?
But here's where I'm going with that. Even a world-class manager like him knows that his voice can get stale. And he walked away. That was the only thing that changed at Liverpool last year. The voice. Chiesa wasn't the main part in their title-winning run. A manager who's won a Champions League, a Premier League, a trophy damn near every year in his tenure, knew that he went stale with a bunch of world-class players. But here we are, over here with Mikel, saying the same shit for 3 going on 4 years, playing the same football, 3 going on 4 years. And you think the players don't get tired of this? Like, we're a cold case. We need a fresh set of eyes, a new detective to look at this and be like, you know what, Skelly? You're my starting left 8. Odegaard, you're a rotation piece now. You're no longer my go-to guy. I don't think we're going to see the best out of Max, Ethan, Eze, Declan, none of these players. None of these players going that way until he either changes who he is or changes how we fundamentally play football, which I don't think we don't, because I believe there is no way these guys enjoying playing football without the ball. Like, I fell in love with football with the ball at my feet, kicking it, not drifting side to side without the goddamn ball. They want to play football. And when we go a whole minute and a half not knowing what to do in a game in a final when we're down, tells me that they don't know what the hell they're doing. He's so bent on defending. Even when the guys have the ball, they don't know how to put together an attack. Throw bodies forward and commit bodies forward and create a chance for Gyökeres. Like, come on. Like, it's international football. They created chances for him yesterday. He bagged a hat trick. Come on, like, just try something. Did we put our best foot forward in that final? Hell no. And I'm meant to believe, listen, we're going to see some of the 7 stinkiest performances for the rest of these 7 games in the Premier League. Now, and that might be enough to win us the league. But attacking going forward, we have completely lost our identity. And that's why a man like Jez refers to it as our once great club.
Our once great club, yeah.
Because I don't enjoy. Imagine going to the Emirates to watch your football team not play football.
I agree. No, I agree. And let me just call this out real quick. Stelios. I'm really gonna enjoy watching Stelios on Spurs and Spurs 5 do championship analysis next season. Enjoy fucking Stoke and stay out of my chat, okay?
Not everybody can do Forest at home.
Until you're back in the Premier League.
Liverpool, you had one job, Liverpool had one job.
Liverpool had one job, but they're not going to need it. Oh my days. And they're linked to De Zerbi, and their fans are like, we don't want De Zerbi. What a bunch of fucking losers. Go get Allardyce and go ahead and have fun getting relegated. Oh my God. If
You got some other no-name guy now.
If anything good happens out of this, Tottenham versus Millwall. Yep. Tottenham versus Preston North End. I'm there for it. I can't wait for the fucking watch along. See ya.
I can't wait to revamp my ESPN Plus subscription, TJ, so I can watch the championship division.
Jez, fancy a North London
versus Wrexham will be there.
Go on, Ryan Reynolds.
Sorry, I was having a bad day, and then Stelios pops in the witch. It's so funny. He wants them relegated, by the way. He wants them relegated because he thinks that the owners will sell and things will change.
So that's the real Stelios, the one that used to be on Saeed's show.
That's the real Stelios. Yes, that is the real Stelios. Yeah. My YouTube debut was getting in an argument with Stelios. So
I think it would be the greatest sporting event in the history of the world if we were to win the league and Spurs were to get relegated.
Yeah.
Nothing would top that. Greatest sporting event in the world.
Yeah. Anyway, sorry. I didn't mean to completely derail, but it's been a while since I've seen this guy in the chat, so we just had to fucking I had to just trash him. Sorry. This guy. Oh, Tottenham Hotspur. Anytime I'm having a bad week, I just go ahead and turn on some Hotspur highlights or lowlights. I don't think highlights exist for them. Anyway. Yeah. So Dowler, do you have to go, by the way? Sorry. I think we're past
time. I got 5 minutes or so.
Got 5 minutes. Okay. So, all right, guys. Well, let's start wrapping up the show. Final thoughts. This has been a great show. Hour and a half. It's been fantastic. Jez, it's been fantastic having you back on the show, man. Every single time. We started the show 3 years ago, and Jez was here. 3 years later, we're all still here. It was 3 years. 3 years.
Why is it really?
Yeah.
Right. We went through the last few months, though. We haven't been doing shows consistently because of just work schedules and stuff like that. So I think we went 3 weeks without doing a show. But just
we did a couple match reactions, but that was it. It's just been family and all that stuff. So, but yeah, man, like Jez, it's been fantastic having you back on, and let's keep it up as usual, man. Like through the end of the season, and then obviously we got the World Cup and all this stuff coming. I'm telling you, I'm going to bring a camera with me for all the Kansas City stuff that's going to be happening out here. It's going to get nuts.
Oh, that's when we play Man City for Fan Fest.
Fan Fest is out in Tampa Bay. Fan Fest is out in
that's right. That's right.
Kansas City had it earlier in the season. I was there.
Right.
I was there.
That's right. You were behind the advertisement boards or the.
Hold on. For the people that don't remember, hold on 1 second. I can show you. Yeah, I was right behind. The two Eddies and freaking my girl. 1 second.
Two Robbies.
Yeah, two Robbies. Yeah, hold on 1 second.
TJ at FanFest.
Yeah, TJ at FanFest. Saluting the crowd like I was the president or something. But anyway, Jez, what do you got coming up, man? Shout out your channel, and just you're welcome on here anytime. We love hearing your analysis and your takes, man.
Yeah, I love being on it. It's great. It's a great show. I've said that from day one. I mean, it's always good. I like talking to different people. That's what it's all about.
Right.
What have I got planned coming up? It's the international break, so I really haven't got anything planned apart from Tuesday night, when I'll be doing the old school show with Kenny and DJB and Shano.
Legends.
I'll probably be tarting around and going on other shows. But I've started doing more content. A lot of people have said, Jez, you got to do more content, and I don't mind that, but it's all down to another person as well, because she Let's get the arse.
Happy wife, happy life, Jez.
Yeah. No, we all, Jez, we all have a boss. Okay.
You know what I mean? Yeah, I mean, she don't mind, but it's when I do the late night ones, and she's like, said, "I want to go to bed," and I'm like, "Yeah, but I'm in my man cave here." She said, "Well, I can still hear you," and I'm like, "Sorry about that." So, yeah.
After the draw to Wolves, I yelled into the camera until very, very late, and my wife was like, "What are you doing?" I'm like, "I'm losing my mind." So yes, no, I completely understand that. But big up Jez every single time. Taryn, what do you got coming up, my guy? You're absolutely killing it. The content's great, and you know you got that super silky voice that I can just listen to in the background when I'm working. So you got all the big things going on, man. But you got anything coming up for the international break?
Yeah, I'm actually on with Gianni in about 90 minutes.
There you go.
Yeah, I'm on with Gianni for the Around the League show. It's what we do it Friday. We go all around the leagues, and it's good. This week will be Arsenal light, right? Because it's not much Arsenal content to do. Well, there's always Arsenal content, but we'll choose not to. We'll turn our attention elsewhere in the sport landscape. But big up to you for having me on, man. Dal, love, bro. You know I got your back in all these YouTube.
Northwest.
I will not let anyone slander your name for your takes, Dal. I got your back. And big up to the Jezza. You know, always a pleasure, sir. Always a pleasure to share a screen with you. Love.
Dal, any final thoughts, phrases? Where are you gonna land? When's your next show with the man, the myth, the legend?
You don't have the answers. DJ.
Do you have the answer?
Shout out Tony Claude.
Shout out Tony, man.
No, you don't have the answers, TJ. You don't have the answers.
We've established this already.
I like doing shows with Tony because we get conversation going, and he asks good questions.
He asks great questions. He
has great questions. So I enjoy Tony's company a lot. Not much, just a 3-day weekend. Decided to take the day off work today, so I'm just kind of hanging out and go out here with Sonny Boy here and shoot some hoops and have a couple cold ones, and probably watch Gianni and our man Taryn do his thing. So yeah, and big up Jez. Good seeing you, buddy. Hope all works out. If you ever gonna do a show, need some company, send me a link. I'll try and jump on whenever I can. We have great conversations with Jez as well. Yep. A few times we've done shows just him and I together. We've had great response to that. So yeah, I'll be around this weekend, man. It's beautiful out here in Portland. So yeah, just chilling. But thanks everyone in the chat. How about what do you got going on, TJ?
Man, I'm hopefully I'm not about to go look at a house and spend a bunch of money. That's what I'm hoping. But we'll see. Not in this economy exactly, man. But like we were talking about, Jez, happy wife, happy life. We know, you know what that means. So, we'll see how it goes. But yeah, tune in tomorrow. Because I will be getting use out of this bottle because I am going to be doing a USA watch along. USA plays Belgium tomorrow.
Hop in for that.
Yeah, pop in for that, Dal. And any of you are more than welcome. We'll have the normal crew. We'll have that absolute criminal flawless coming in and popping in. We'll have I think we'll have Cubed. The normal American crew will be there, and you guys know how this works. We sit there and Steve, obviously, we sit there, we drink, and we try to forget that Maurizio Pochettino is our manager. So yeah,
we're right now.
Yeah, they want him at Chelsea and they want him at Spurs. Apparently, he's getting clapped on planes by Tottenham Hotspur fans saying we want you back. Anyway, this is not the Jackson 5, but anyway. My whole thing is USA watch-alongs during the international break, maybe a couple of gaming streams. I haven't done one of those in a while, so maybe I can patent those up and then big up Joey as well. Yeah,
someone say Warzone.
We could do some Warzone as well. Maybe we'll text.
Maybe okay.
But yeah, I got it again with the wifey. But yeah, so just if you guys are new to the channel, hit it and comment on the video, subscribe. I'll post a notification if I'm gonna go live with the gaming platforms, and obviously just keep in touch for the USA watch-alongs. Who the fuck is live? I need to be better about redirecting. I've been shit about redirecting lately. Who is live? Tell me who's live, chat, right now. Help me out. I need to be a professional YouTuber.
Endo says Ben White scored for England 1-0.
Saeed is
Ben
live.
White. Yeah, no, people were trashing Ben White for going out there. I can't believe that.
Well, yeah, he was shit.
Benny
Yeah.
Blanco off a set piece too.
Benny Blanco. Let's see who's live chat. African King. I don't know if I follow African King. Hold on.
Yeah, African King. He's a good dude. He's a Chelsea fan. Vigilante is on this channel as well. They stream every night.
Can you guys give me a URL, guys, and I'll redirect to him. African King.
I
Come on,
got you.
mods, do your work.
Do the work, mods. Do the work. Do the work when the host doesn't do the work. How about that? Hold on.
There you go.
Pochettino would do wonders with your club right now, Chelsea. Come on now. Give old Poch another chance to come back to West London.
I just sent to me a link.
Beautiful. Thank you. Thank you. Where did you say? Oh yeah, you put it in the private. Perfect.
Jezza, are we on the yellowtail tonight? What are we sipping? More yellowtail?
Yeah, no, I've got a nice little coat room.
Ah, nice.
It's quite nice actually. Quite peppery. Yeah, it's all right.
We love it. Okay,
Jez,
guys, we're
gonna say
redirecting over to African King now. I just did that. Go over there, say TJ Warren TV raid, and we will see you later. Proper Chelsea, you behave. Come on, you Gunners, let's go.